I'm right here, everybody. Lance Vlog. So I did just spend $20 because I want to watch or support Corey Feldman in releasing My Truth, the rape of the two Coreys. I've followed this stuff for quite a while. I watched the two Coreys when they were going through their episodes. Always kind of like some of the movies. Corey Haim was in, like Lucas and License to Drive, and then you had Feldman in. Let's see, he was in Lost Boys too, and Corey Haim was. Just tons of movies. I'm trying to think of all the names. I know Corey Haim was in one of like a Halloween one called Silver Bullet. So many movies that he did, and what's going to come about is who raped Corey Haim. Corey Feldman's going to be doing this. It's something that he promised to Corey Haim before Haim died. It was probably like a decade ago. Matter of fact, I remember exactly where I was when it came across the radio. Kind of strange that I was driving at the time and then heard that. And I knew his addiction to drugs and his battle trying to come back, and he couldn't do it because he didn't have the capacity that your brain has to be able to comprehend, to do, to memorize lines and the effects of drugs. And I'll tell you right now who lured him into this, into getting raped, who was the two that were put in charge of it. And I'm going to name a couple names myself. I'm not going to name the name that Corey Feldman's going to name tonight, even though I know who he is. But I'm going to name the other ones. There's so many of them. And I'm pretty sure they all have sealed indictments that we know are coming. I think it's like over 140,000 sealed indictments that are going out to a lot of people. I do believe the majority of them are going to be Hollywood big name ones. So, Kiefer Sutherland and Sarah Parker, Sarah Jessica Parker? If you know her, she was in the original Footloose, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Kiefer Sutherland was in Young Guns and several other movies. They were rising stars during the time that Corey Feldman and Corey Haim were young, 13, 14-year-old kids on the scene in Hollywood. So what Sutherland and Parker had to do was get them invited into parties, and then, of course, get them on drugs, and then, of course, to the producers, the Hollywood elites that would eventually, one of them would eventually hardcore rape Corey Haim. And what really, I'm trying to calm down, what really pisses me off is that the people in the world that watch these people and they watch movies with their favorite stars, they don't care. They just turn a blind eye to it. It ain't happening. This is all coming out. There ain't no more turning, because when the truth comes out, a little percent of us know. Kudos to Liz Crokin. Go to her channel, Liz Crokin, and she talks about this stuff and who they are. I know the names because I've kind of followed this for probably 10 plus years. So I knew the story of Sutherland and then Charlie Sheen. And there's so many of them. And then Tom Hanks. I always liked Tom Hanks. I was like, man, he was like one of my favorite actors. And then I started hearing the things he was doing and getting away with because of his fame and fortune that you guys or people give him. Don't give him no fame and fortune. And the Golden Globes just got called, just a couple months ago, Ricky Skervalis called. Dude, they put the camera on the pedos. Watch it. They know this stuff. Q knows this stuff. Who's Q? Please, you should know who Q is. Most people who follow me know who Q is. This movement and what Corey Feldman's doing is, I don't know if he knows there's a link to these sealed indictments, but he had to do this because he gave a promise to Corey Haim that if Corey Haim would have died, he wanted it revealed. So it's going to get revealed because Corey Feldman had no choice. The powers to be made him go down this road to reveal. And that's the truth. Just find out about when he had his life almost taken because he wasn't following what he needed to put out there. Well, guess what the timing is right now? 2020. Eyes wide open. Stay tuned because I'm going to watch it tonight, and then I'm going to do a recap here about it as it gets out to more people and more people and more people. Just like network marketing, you tell two, or when you build an MLM or network marketing, or you tell two, they tell two. You tell somebody a movie's good and they pass it on and it just explodes. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. This is going to get out, and then once you kind of sense it and you look at the person, you have a different feeling about that person. I used to like Tom Hanks movies, but when I found out, now I can't stand to look at his face. And that's what's going to happen to most of these pedo people who, by the way, Epstein's got all the stuff on him anyway. It's going to get good, guys. Take care.